What is going on, everyone? My name is Brady. This is Be All In Sports. We're coming right back again. We've got UFC Fight Night, Covington versus Buckley coming up tomorrow. So I wanted to go ahead and take the time. It's a little bit late tonight, but I want to go ahead and take the time to at least give you the bets that I have in for right now, and we'll go through these. We'll hope for the best, and you're going to see a lot of repeating names in this. Once I lock on to maybe a couple fighters who I think will have success, I like to at least put them in a couple different parlays in a couple different ways. So I didn't do much with the spread bets on this one just yet. So a lot of these are going to be money line picks, parlay picks, and a couple underdogs that I've thrown in there for you. And then, of course, we got to be degenerates and throw in those huge big money parlays that we like to do all the time. So we'll get right into it. It's going to be the best bets. We'll start off going through some of these parlays that I got for you. This first one was one of the earliest ones that I put in on DraftKings. And like I said, I kind of missed out a little bit because I thought this would go in a different direction. Now I think you may be right back getting close to these same odds. I did get this on DraftKings. I know that the Ramon Tavares line has improved some. So I think he's actually become the underdog in that matchup. So, it is what it is. When I picked it, he was definitely not the underdog. So I missed out on that one, got it a little bit too early. But, hey, if you feel strongly about it now, you can still get it. And I'm sure you're going to get better odds than what I did. But I'm going to put together the a two-piece parlay with Ramon Tavares. Getting it done, I feel pretty confident about this pick. I know that it has kind of switched, but I know it's going to be a fight. David Grant is a good striker, but I just think that Tavares is going to be too much. The age obviously does kind of bother me, but I think Tavares is a good boxer, and I think this is going to be more of a stand-up fight. So I like Tavares here no matter where the odds go. I don't care if it's still changing. I just kind of look at it as I'll get a better bet late, if I take it again, maybe tomorrow before the fights even start, I think I'm going to still get a better line than I do this minus 125. So wouldn't be opposed to taking it again tomorrow. And then Joel Alvarez, he's probably my most confident pick of the entire card. His numbers have still gone up, continue to go up. So you're obviously not going to get him at minus 380. That's supposed to be a minus 380. Sorry about that. But you're definitely not going to get that at minus 380. But when I did put in this parlay a couple days later, I was back up to the plus like 138 range on it. So if you feel confident about this parlay, I do feel pretty confident about this parlay. I always put these in with confidence thing, and I'm going to hit everything that I put in. So, it is what it is. But I like this parlay. This is plus 127 on DraftKings. I put in for a unit on this one. Hope for the best. Next one I went with a little bit different. I went Knudsen and Rodriguez to go over 2.5 rounds. These girls constantly fight to decision in their matches. Most of their fights have gone to decision. So I'm just going to kind of go with that trend. Both of them are tough. I expect it to be a long-lasting fight, and I expect it to be a little bit of striking, a little bit of ground game, grappling. I think it's going to be all over the place, but I think this is a fight that can definitely go over the 2.5 rounds. I don't think that's hard for this fight. And Maverick and Horth, I think Maverick's going to be able to take her down. I think she's going to be able to do what she wants, but I'm not sure about a sub. Horth, I think, can defend the subs long enough at least to get this to over 2.5 done. It is a steep price that you're paying for these. You're getting the Knudsen and Rodriguez over 2.5. You're getting that at plus or minus 520. And then this Maverick and Horth over 2.5, you're minus 500. So, of course, you're not getting value, but that's why you're putting it in a parlay. So I'm going to take those two, hope for the best on that. And then I went with Cub Swanson and Billy Quarantillo, the fight to start the second round. I think this fight's another one that's going to go a little bit long. Both of these guys are extremely tough. They can withstand some damage. And I think they're both going to use that first round to more feel each other out, kind of get a feel. There's going to be some strikes, but I think they're going to be able to withstand those first round strikes. Possibly a little bit of grappling, but I do see this one at least starting the second round. I think there's a good possibility if this goes the distance, but I think we're pretty safe here at minus 425. So I did take that one. You're not getting the best one on this this parlay, obviously, but minus 132 on DraftKings is what I got this one at. Feel pretty confident that all these pieces are going to hit. All right, we went back to the well a little bit in a different way here. We got Covington and Buckley going over 2.5 rounds. A little bit leery of this one, honestly. Like, I think Buckley's going to win this match, but the longer this fight goes, the more hesitant I am to say that he's going to be able to keep up the pace that Covington's going to keep up. And you never really know what you're going to get with Colby Covington. Sometimes he looks like horse shit. Sometimes he looks good. This is more of a call that I think it's going to be a competitive fight. I think Buckley's a good fighter, especially at this weight class. I think it fits him. So I'm going to go the over 2.5 rounds at this one. I got this one at minus 285. And then I'm going to throw in Vitor Petrino, money line at minus 310. Look, he's coming off the last loss. I think he was winning that match with Anthony Smith before he stuck his head in his fucking arm and just got choked out. So on this one, I'm going to go back and I'm going to say that he's learned from that mistake. I'm going to fight this fight a little bit different. And I think that he's going to be able to get it done against Dustin Jacoby. Dustin Jacoby, he's fought a lot of high tier talent, but he hasn't won those matches. He's winning against the lower tier, and I'm not sure that Petrino is the lower tier. So we will find out in this matchup, but I'm gonna go out and say Petrino can get this one done. Even though Jacoby is a very top-notch striker, I think Petrino can land one on him. And I'm going to go with Miranda Maverick money line on this one. It's still, you're not getting great odds, minus 550, but these three together, plus odds, you get plus 111 on DraftKings. This one might change a little bit too. Like I said, I try and get these out as soon as I can, but some of these are a little bit late, so your odds are definitely gonna change for some of these. But hopefully you'll get close to what I did, or maybe even better on some of these. So that's a 3-leg parlay that I got for you there. Another 2-leg parlay that I'm gonna go with. Like I said, I feel pretty strongly that Buckley can get this done. Even if it goes long, I still think Buckley can get it done. I think he does have a gas tank. I'm not sure where it goes as a 5-round gas tank. So we'll possibly find out. You know, if he can get him out early, that'd be great. That'd be a great scenario right there. But we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to take the money line on Joaquin Buckley in this one, and then Felipe Lima. I think that he can get this done. I think it's going to go to decision though. Honestly, against Miles Johns. They both, when I'm looking at them on the scale, it's a scary fight for Lima. He's going up against, obviously, somebody who's got more UFC experience. So this is a touchy one, but man, he looks like he's ready to go. He trains at a high top-notch gym with a lot of great training partners. So I'm going to just go out on a limb here and say that he can get this done. I think it's going to go long. I think it's going to be done by decision, but I think he's going to get it done against John. So 2-piece parlay, obviously minus 115 on that one. So you're not getting the plus odds, but still a good value, I think, for both these guys, because I think both of them can do it. All right, kind of going back to the well on all three, just putting them in a little bit different on this one. We got a 3-piece. We got Miranda Maverick money line. Again, feels pretty confident that she can do this against Horth. I can possibly, I don't want it to happen, but I could possibly see her getting a finish by submission as well. But I'm going to go with that decision there on Miranda Maverick. Joel Alvarez money line minus 420. These are steep odds. I'm not going to lie. When you look for stuff that you think is pretty confidently going to happen, I don't give a shit what the odds are, as long as I feel like I can put it together with something else confidently that I feel is going to happen. And the last piece of this is Joaquin Buckley minus 265 is where I got him on this one. All this is over at FanDuel plus 101. So, hopefully like I said, I put these in because you kind of plan around one person who is hopefully your stable win, and you get that at least one done. And then, as it goes later on, if you've got a couple double ups or you've got more on a certain person, think about cashing out. I'm not going to lie. Like if I have 2 bets in on Buckley and they're both going to pay me close to the same amount, and they're giving me a cash out option that is maybe $10 less on one of them, I'll leave one of them in and I'll cash one of them out. So save yourself a little bit of heartache. if your guy loses, the one that you were sure about, at least you didn't lose it all. You still got a little bit to play with for the next time, hopefully. So this is the way I'm going. All this 101 on FanDuel. All right. A little bit different in this one. So we'll change it up just a little bit, change one of these players. Miranda Maverick, again, feel pretty confident about her. Joel Alvarez, my most confident pick on this card. And then I'm going to team that up with Manel Kape. When I watched the tape on this does kind of worry me a little bit, but I think he's got a speed advantage here. And when I looked at him in the weigh-ins, he's definitely got a size advantage. I think he's going to be the stronger fighter. I'm not sure that he's going to be the more active fighter, but I think he's going to land the bigger shots. I think he's going to do the more damage. So I feel pretty confident about throwing him in this one with these other two confident picks. Minus 117 on FanDuel is what I got this one at. Again, these are unit plays for me, so probably not the best suggestion. If you feel strongly about a 3-leg parlay, I would suggest hitting that one hard. Unfortunately, on these, I don't know. I just didn't feel like one was better than the other in some cases. And I think, if one doesn't hit, maybe the other one does hit. So we'll kind of even it out. We'll see how we go. But here is I actually got two of these. So here is my first underdog of the night. And this was not an underdog of the night to begin with. He was actually the favorite when I first looked at this. And going back and watching the tape, I just think he's got the dog in him. I like what I've seen so far. He's obviously not the greatest fighter, but I think that he's got more in his tank right now than Davy Grant. Davy Grant's good, but he's not great. He's a good boxer. But I don't know. You're getting up there in age. Tavares is hungry, wants to get this done. He's fighting at a good gym. I think I heard Uriah Faber took him under his wing, so not a bad mentor right there. So I'm going to take Ramon Tavares as my underdog of the night on the money line. I got him at FanDuel at minus 102. So I think Ricky Glenn was over there at minus 115 right now. So it's completely flipped. When I originally took it, obviously I was getting minus 125, and Ricky Glenn, I believe, was plus odds. So on some of these books, you're actually getting plus odds on Tavares. So you might want to think about throwing that in on a pick yourself if you get in plus odds. I might actually go over to DraftKings because I think I saw plus odds over there and stick another bet in on him. So this is my first underdog of the night. My second underdog of the night, these are two guys that right from the beginning, you just kind of have a feeling about them. It's going to be Fernando Padilla money line plus 132 on FanDuel. This one, I'm just not a huge fan of Woodson. I think he's good. I think he's solid. I think he's a great boxer, keeps range well. But in this fight, Padilla has range. There's no size advantage really for Woodson. And I think Padilla I think he's the harder puncher out of the two. Woodson kind of just, pops it out there. It doesn't look like it's got a lot of sting on it. I think when Padilla hits you, he tries to hurt you. So I'm going to go on Padilla's side in this one. I think the odds are wide for me. I think this is a fight if Woodson wins, I see him winning by decision. So this is a perfect scenario for me to go over to DraftKings and put a plus odds bet in on Padilla right now. Put him in as the plus 3.5. Because like I said, I don't think Woodson's going to get rid of him. I don't think he's going to knock him out. I don't think he's finishing him. So the best bet for me would be Padilla because I think he's got more finishing ability. And I think there's no size disadvantage there. I think they're pretty equal. So for me to get a plus 132 on somebody that I feel has just as good a shot as pulling it out as the favorite in the matchup, I feel strongly about taking that one. So that's my second underdog of the night. I'm giving you two on this one. But Fernando Padilla, money line, plus 132. And then this is kind of a long shot. But again, these are all the guys that I feel the most confident in. I like them all to win their matches. And, you're getting plus odds on a couple of them. So this is my long shot here. But I'm going right back to the well with Ramon Tavares. Minus 102 is where I put him in on this one. Then I'm going Felipe Lima. I think he can get it done. I like him. I'm kind of a fan of his. I think watching him come up, watching his other fights, getting to watch the tape on him a little bit more. For this fight, I dig him, man. He's good. He's got finishing ability. He goes out there and puts it down. So I like him, Felipe Lima, and I think he's got a good matchup this time because I think he's gonna have more volume than Johns. Johns sometimes lacks in volume. And then Fernando Padilla. I just told you Underdog. He was my underdog pick of the night, so I'm putting my 2 underdog picks of the night with Tavares and Padilla in there. Again, got him at plus 132. And then I'm adding my third. I almost thought about making this a third underdog, but I thought I'd stop at 2. But I went ahead and I'm going to throw him in there, man, because I don't do this a lot where I'm just putting in mostly underdogs to complete a parlay, but I like these guys to get it done. I think if you're looking for a safer bet, maybe Padilla money line, Felipe Lima money line, Tavares. Maybe you want to get that plus 3.5 and Swanson plus 3.5 because I don't think there's going to be a finish. I don't think Quarantillo is going to be able to finish Swanson. So I think Swanson can go the distance, and at that point, it's a judge's game and it's anybody's game at that point. So who knows? But I did get this one plus 1383 over on FanDuel. So hey, you got 4 people. You always got a shot. That's a big come up. So we'll see what we do. Maybe if you get to that last one and they're giving you a cash out option, hey, maybe you want to take it on this one. I'm just going to let you know right now, you do have 3 underdogs in there, and hey, it's hard to hit underdogs. So maybe just consider it if you get the 3 to begin with at the beginning and they give you a cash out option. It's not a bad thing to take. And then, of course, we have to do one of these miracle parlays. We have to put it in. This has got a lot of underdogs on this one, so I went ahead. We've got Piera Rodriguez money line. Got her at plus 190. Ramon Tavares money line minus 113. We have Miranda Maverick money line at minus 590. Felipe Lima money line minus 280. Fernando Padilla money line plus 130. Notice some of these odds have changed since I actually did my other bets. So Joel Alvarez money line minus 400. Michael Johnson money line minus 210. Navajo Sterling money line minus 770. Adrian Yanez money line plus 158. Vitor Petrino money line minus 330. Manel Kopp money line minus 390. Cub Swanson in there again, money line plus 134. He went back up. And Joaquin Buckley to finish it off at minus 310 on the money line. All this is over at FanDuel. It'll shift a little bit, I'm sure, but plus 54,284. If we hit this one, I'm probably going to brag for about a month on this. So, again, you don't put any more than like couple dollars on something like this. It's just for fun. You always got a chance to win it. You never know. Like I said, I have hit certain things like this before, so it's not out of the realm of possibility. But I wanted to come on here and at least give you my my bets. We'll see how we go. You know, some of these things, it seems like you'll hit one piece and then you don't hit the other one to complete that either 2-leg parlay or 3-leg parlay, whatever it is. So hopefully we get completely lucky on this card. We hit all these bets. That would be major come up. That would be awesome. I would definitely love that. And anybody that did follow, I would love to provide those bets for you as well. Hope for the best. But this has been the betting breakdown for the UFC Fight Night, Covington and Buckley. Hope you all enjoyed. Hope you're putting in some bets. Hope you're following these bets. Let me know in the comment section. Like and subscribe. Let me know in the comment section what bets you're putting in. If you like any of these, or if you're taking a piece of it, cool. Want to hear from you guys. Again, appreciate you being here. I'm gonna at least try and start tomorrow off live. I may jet out again. You never know. Life seems to pick me up and take me different places at times. So, hey, tomorrow I might be out once again, but we will definitely start the night off here, doing some live with the Covington and Buckley fight. But that's all from me for tonight. Peace out, people. Watch the other videos that we got up. If you didn't get the full breakdown, I do have a previous video up. Go check that out. It's got all of my picks on there. But hope you win money. Hope you all cash out, and I hope you have a great night and a great UFC fight day tomorrow. Peace out, people. I'll see you later.